Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Let's Play series for Stellaris. I've tagged this series as blind because I still haven't gone beyond 50 years in the game. I have brought out one true blind Let's Play series which ended in defeat. I've gone straight into my second run, and even playthroughs in the background. I have not gone beyond 20 years, so I'm still relatively new to the game, but I understand a lot more of what's going on. Again, only in the early game. I still don't know or have experienced the mid-game crisis or the end-game crisis, or I know it's basically some other empire that turns up. But we will find out together what that means. I am playing on PlayStation console. Now, to be honest, from a viewer's perspective, it's actually better for you guys viewing this on PlayStation because the UI is a lot bigger and it's a lot clearer to read. There are obviously an abundance of negatives being on console. We don't play with mods. However, I play it always on Iron Man because I go for the trophies, and there are very few mods that can be played with Iron Man on. But from your perspective, you will get a much clearer view. We don't have the pop-ups, which is a bit annoying, but I will try and direct you to where I am looking and the information that I'm reading so that you can follow along. And I am up to date on all the DLCs. Do note we are a year and a half behind the PC version for DLCs. We're up to Toxoids and Galactic Paragons. They're being released in 4 weeks, I believe. Otherwise, all DLCs have been enabled. On this run, I am going to play the United Nations of Earth. I know that might be a bit tedious, as they are very commonly played, but from my perspective, as my first proper, true playthrough of the game, which I'm hoping to take through to the victory end year or defeat, the idea of playing with humans and really going into the unknown together for the first time is, yeah, humans is the way to go. So that's the reason I've picked them. Going forward for future series, we'll do random. So let's select them. And then for the settings, I've added, let's go back to the top here. So I'm going to do a large map, 9 AI, 1 fallen and 2 marauders, so we'll have 12 main AI. Tech cost is normal. I've increased habitable worlds slightly because I've turned off guaranteed habitable worlds. I've tweaked primitive civilizations just slightly. I've added 25 years to the mid game and 50 to the end game and victory year. Difficulty, I'm going to do Admiral, just one off from Grand Admiral. I want a challenge, but I don't want to feel overwhelmed. So we are going to be overwhelmed at the beginning, but we should hopefully catch up and feel that we're on level pegging towards the mid game. Hopefully that's the idea. All other settings are pretty much the same. So guaranteed habitable worlds I've turned off because I want to have complete random. We're just arriving in space, and yeah, I want it to be random. I don't want it to be a guaranteed, or let's get our 2 worlds quickly. And everything else is the same. Iron Man obviously is on. Let's go. I am playing the music quite loud. If it's too loud, do let me know in the comments. But the music is so good, I want it to be a little bit more dominant in the background. Some music plays louder than others, and I'll try and control that manually. Here we go. I have named my first president Elon Musk. Love him or hate him, he is currently the #1 person that is most likely going to bring us to a point where we are heading towards a Stellaris type of thing for humanity. Talking of the music, this particular tune is a bit loud. Sorry, this is the one we want. Right, there we go. Okay, so yeah, so Elon Musk, homage to him, because he's the most likely person to bring us into space, especially given the recent events where he was able to recapture his space rocket returning to Earth, which was a pretty cool new way of doing things for SpaceX. Okay, so over on the right then, let's read their origin. This is going to be a very slow, story-driven, immersive let's play. I'm going to let the story be dictated by our location, what we need to find, our character, who we meet, and our decisions are going to be very much dictated by what we discover, who we meet, and all of that kind of stuff. And I'm going to try and keep it as very story-driven as possible. We're definitely not doing a meta build, and we're definitely not going to be picking optimal decisions based on winning the game. We're here for a story. Obviously, winning is part of the game. I am a trophy collector, so if there are trophies that come up where we can go for certain situations or unlock certain things, I will prioritize those, and that will just add to the story and make it a little bit more exciting. Okay, so prosperous unification. Much has happened. This is a tad bit loud. Let's just turn that down one. Much has happened since modern humans first emerged in Africa some 200,000 years ago. Our kind spread rapidly across most of the globe, and soon the first civilizations took form. Scientific progress has been swift, though not without cost. Wars declared millions of lives even before the atom was tamed, and the turmoil of the 21st century saw the mandate of the United Nations gradually expanded in an effort to create stability. By the early 22nd century, the supranational organization had become a de facto world government, though some will resent the power wielded by the UN, as evidenced during the Maritime police action in '88. Few can deny the technological breakthroughs that have come out of its sponsored research programs. With the recent completion of the first true starships, mankind is about to embark on a new era of space exploration. Right, let's see, where are we in the space system? Okay, we're on the edge, so top left edge. Okay, let's read a bit more about them. So we're a government, obviously. Prosperous unification gives us 2 population and 2 additional districts on Earth. Our diplomatic weight stands at 3 fleet power, which is the ship icon top right. We're democratic, so we've got an automatic resettlement chance, 50%. Beacon of Liberty, so we get increased unity, decreased empire size from POPs, which is very nice. Idealistic foundation, so we've got 10% happiness. Fanatic egalitarian, faction unity gain 50%, specialist pop resource output 10%. Okay, that's very nice. And we're xenophiles, so we love people. So we love other empires and we want to mingle and be friendly. So trade value 10% and an additional envoy. We're adaptive, the species is highly adaptive, so we've got habitability 10%, we've read that. Pop growth from immigration 15%, resettlement costs minus 25%. I haven't done a lot of immigration stuff, so that's going to be interesting. Pop consumer goods is 10%, so that's, we've got to be careful of that. And then obviously we've got continental worlds as our main our main thingy. Have we got... Yeah, so our soldier is going to be our voice. Okay, so that's the humans. Right, let's have a look. I'm going to do one thing here. So before we begin, my main priority in the first 5-10 years is to get my fleet capacity maxed. This is going to be my main priority. This is where all my alloys are going to go. So I'm not actually going to be expanding much, if at all, until I've done the ship expansion. And the reason for that is that if you see their power projection, it's currently giving me 0.26 influence. And if we go over to influence, We get a base, so we start with 3, and then it's got 3.26 there in green. So it's added that 0.26 from the power projection. Now, power projection is our empire size divided by our, well, not specifically divided by, but as long as if our fleet power is half of empire size, so it's currently 45. We will get the max of 2 influence per turn in addition to the base of 3. So maxing this out to 20, we will be very close to 50% of our empire size, and we'll be maxing out our influence. So essentially, maxing this out as soon as possible will max out our ability to get influence, and early on influence is the major bottleneck. And then we've obviously got a few resources over here which are bottlenecks. So that's going to be my priority, is getting my fleet up and running. But I am going to create a blank template here, because, whoops, hang on, I've got my PlayStation pop-up here. Okay, so I'm going to do a blank template, and so going forward I'm going to build blank ships. So I'm just basically building the whole. That will make building ships a lot cheaper, and it means I'll be able to get ships out. Now, it doesn't affect empire size, the fact that I don't have guns or the ability to travel. Now, one could say that's cheating the game, but the way I look at it is we're prioritizing our resources to only build the hull of the ship, or the main components of the ship, and we will equip them with the features and the guns that they need going forward, and we're prioritizing our resources to expand. So in my mind, it doesn't feel unrealistic, although it could potentially be cheating the game a little bit. So we've got a blank template, and all my ships going forward will be built with the blank template. So we're going to create a new fleet. Now, before, you could retrofit these to the blank template and return your alloys or refund your alloys, but it doesn't work, not in my testing at least. So we're going to build a new template, and we're going to add the blank class to it, and then we'll just start off with 3 like that, and when we are ready to go, I'll start adding to that immediately. Okay. Whew, a lot of talking. Right, so let's do our research. So our first scientist is a particles over on the right there, 15% to particles for physics. Spark of genius, which is very nice, and then research speed, 5%. So not as good as the spark of genius, but still very good to have spark of genius and I can't say it for some reason. I normally can. Let's select a research. Okay, so we'll go for research from researchers. At the moment, this boost is going to be very minor. I'm going to go for the lump sum of unity and an additional 5% gain, because unity at this stage is very important. Okay, this is not ideal. I'm tempted with this one because the 5% from minerals would be very good. And this obviously unlocks other techs. So at the moment, if we look at research from researchers, so what that means is if we go over to Earth, we've got one research lab and it's got 2 population working it. So that bonus from the tech is applying to these 2 pops. So if we go up to here, on the right you can see under production researcher jobs, it's currently 11.66. So we're getting 20% of 11.66, which is about 2 for each, which is not a huge bonus given early game. Obviously that will scale better in the late game, but right now it's not an immediately good trade-off. And then for the army one, 5% for jobs, we're currently producing 12 minerals, so we'll be just over 1 mineral if we go for that army tech. So I just want to see what we've got here. So we've got an engineering research post that we need to go for. So will that dictate my decision? Okay, I think we will go for the engineering. If this research was the other minerals, I would have gone for that. So yeah, so we'll do research from researchers for 2 of them, and then the Unity going forward there. Let's get our first. We want to grab this first, and then we'll grab the energy and the science because we've got no minerals left. We want to grab our first survey, a science ship. Okay, so obviously out here is not ideal, so we want to go. Okay, we've got no obvious signs of planets. I think going to Barnard Star is the best solution there, because obviously this is going to be ours, so we don't need to survey this. This will also be ours, because that will go off to the outer rim. Now we do have a Temeresta Badlands. We've got the Grasping Claw Nebula. And then we have the Forbidden Nebula. Now I don't know what the significance of these named systems are. If they house more special things, I've yet to establish that myself. Okay, so the construction ship's done, science ship is done. We've got our first fleet. And we are going to do a trade here. So I'm going to add those every month, just because our consumer goods are low, and we really need to pump up our alloys. So we're going to start with that, because obviously we've got quite a lot of energy credits coming in. Right, before I unpause, is there anything else we need to do? Let's check our scientists to see what we've got. We have, this is our sciencer. Anomaly discovery chance. Okay, it's not bad, it's not great. Okay, and we've checked our other sciences. What is Nor Al Aziri? What is your... Okay, clear blocker speed and clear blocker cost. Okay, that's nice. Now the first thing we're going to do on Earth is we're going to clear this sprawling sums, because if you note there on the right we get 1 pop instantly from clearing that, and we can clear this from the get-go. We don't have the money at the moment, so we're going to wait for that. That will be the first thing what we do, and the first thing we will build is an alloy foundry here, and then probably hollow theatres for the amenities. Okay, let's have a look at our objectives. Planet-side mining. So every 10 years there's an election for a new president, and they want us to build 2 mining districts before that term, so we can get bonus in Unity. So we may or may not achieve that on this particular on this particular his particular presidency. Okay, I am just thinking what else we need to do. I think we will grab 2 fleets here, or 2 ships. Okay, so we've queued up 2 ships. Let's unpause. I'm going to put it on 1 just momentarily, so I'm not missing anything. So we'll get the minerals from the mining station there. Science ship's going to do Bernard Star. We're building 2 ships. As soon as we've got the money to do the blocker, we will, and then yeah, I think that should be okay. We should also do we will do a second science ship as soon as possible, but I will be waiting before I recruit a new science leader. I am going to wait for our first discovery tradition before I get a new leader. So I'm going to save my Unity till then because of the anomaly bonus and the survey speed. It's more the anomaly. I want the anomaly bonus before I explore too much. I want to maximize our ability to get anomalies because they give so many good bonuses. Let's put this up to 2. Right, we have 245. Okay, let's do sprawling slums. Okay, that's just telling us we can't do our monthly trade because we've spent all our energy, which is fine. So sprawling slums is being done. 2 ships are almost done. I think we will go ahead and queue up the science ship.
Construction complete.
Okay, so that's the mining station there. So we're going to have to go in and micromanage the second one.
Anomaly found.
Okay, what level is this? So over there on the relative difficulty on the right there, we've got anomaly level 2, science level 1. How far off are you off a promotion? So note, because the anomaly level is 1 level above the scientist's level, it's adding an extra 60 days to the research. Which isn't a huge amount, but on higher anomalies, it's a massive difference. So what I'm going to try and do is match my science level to the anomaly level before I research it. So let's have a look at where this anomaly is. And what I'm going to try and do in this playthrough is try and isolate each anomaly, so we're not just reading random stuff, but we're trying to follow the thread and the storyline as we go along. So we've got anomaly there on Bernard Star. We will read what that is before we research it, but for the moment my scientist is, yeah, we'll probably wait for her to get a promotion before we research that. Right, construction ship. We want to do we're going to go for the energy first. Okay. Okay, so we've got enough alloys to build a second science ship now. Although saying that, how far off are we off a new leader? So a new leader costs 100. Eager, terrible. Okay, neither of those are good, so that's fine. Right, traditions. We are 6 months away. How long does it take to build a science ship? I think it's 6 months. Yeah, or 60 days, so that's 3 months. 2 months. Okay, I'm going to wait for that. And I'm going to do... another reinforcement here. Just because we've got no leaders, so we can't use the science ship anyway if I build it. So it's better to get those ships out. So if we look at our projection, it's still 3.26. That's because we've increased the pop, probably. Okay, so we've already finished that blocker. Okay, this industrial wasteland, this region is covered by ruined industrial... Oh man, this... Yeah, some music just gets really loud for some reason. Okay, so we've got this region is covered by ruined industrial complexes and toxic soil, detritus from the past age of progress. Okay, so this will release our... what is this actually blocking? Generator districts. Okay, and then that's agricultural. So we'll go for the wasteland. I'm just wondering. I'm going to wait one more. I'm going to wait 1 more month so we keep our income of alloys and consumer goods going. Okay. Let's progress. Okay, we now have enough alloys to do the research station. Actually, cancel that. I think I'll save the minerals. Okay, so we're just going to cancel. Let's move you into orbit of this one. Okay, so we're in orbit, so when we build that, we'll be instantly able to build it. Now I'm going to save my minerals so that I can build an alloy foundry, which costs 400. Is it 400? Where is the alloy foundries? Yeah, 400. Okay. So I'm going to wait on the research for that. Okay, we're 1 month, 2 months away from our tradition. Okay, let's just queue that up so that I can get started. Get rid of the second blocker. Right, science ship is still going. Construction ship is idle now, which is fine. Okay, we just missed the tradition for this month. I'm going to do one more ship here. Our minerals are still low, so let's crack on. So yeah, the reason I'm not doing the science ship just yet is because we still need 100 unity for
System
our leader.
reconnaissance completed.
Okay, so we've surveyed Bernard Star. What have we got in here? We have a Class M star. The most common stars in the universe are often referred to as red dwarfs. Their low luminosity means they are difficult to observe with the naked eye from afar. Although they typically have an extremely long lifespan, red dwarfs emit almost no UV light, resulting in unfavourable conditions for most forms of life. Okay, so we've got a mining station on Bernard Star. And then what is this? A barren world. Okay. And another barren world, I suppose. A toxic world. Okay. So that might be available for a terraforming later. Right, we've got our tradition. I am going for discovery because if you look on the right there, adoption effects map the stars. Anomaly research speed is increased by 20%. And then the first one we're going for is the to boldly go. I actually thought the anomaly chance. Oh no, research speed is 20% increase on unlocking this. And then if we go to our edicts, map the stars, survey speed 25%, anomaly discovery chance 10, and hyperlane detection range 10. So we definitely want that. It's very, very important early on. Okay, so what do we see? Still no planets. We've got a black hole or something significant there. Okay, you have finished. So, how are you doing on your levels? Still halfway off. I think we'll go this way. Right, how we're one off being able to build a science ship. Okay, let's buy. And then leaders. Okay, so we've got to wait 3 months for this. Okay, neither of those are any good. Okay, so we've got 3 months for this. We could buy the planetary features here. Let's queue that up, and then when that's done, we will be able to do the alloy foundry.
Anomaly found.
Okay, this is interesting. It's gone immediately into something here. The Garuner. The HMS I've got to change that. I can't have that as a name. Ptolemy crew are eager to report that they have uncovered the remains of the ancient spacefaring species on Alpha Centauri 6, who appear to have inhabited the planet some 7 million years ago. Okay, so we found a planet, alright. While it is unclear why this species, who called themselves the Gruner, disappeared from the Alpha Centauri system, our scientists have isolated a promising archaeological dig site on their planet. Perhaps further study will yield more clues. Uncover the remains of. Okay, so we found a dig site. Okay, and we have an anomaly, another anomaly. Okay, we will leave that anomaly for the moment. It said we found a dig site. I don't see the dig site. Is that the anomaly? Huh. That's odd. I don't see an archaeological dig site here. Maybe it will pop up at the end of the month. Oh, there we go. We have discovered a new archaeological dig site. Okay, the Gruner. Okay, lovely. Right, where are we? 1 month off the contact report. Remnants. Human xenologists are practically falling over themselves to publish their takes on the recent findings of alien life. This fervid storm of scientific community has had some negative yet temporary impact on pursuits in other fields. Okay. I'm unlikely to get this mining districts before that, at least build 2. Okay, where are we? We've got our science ship. We can now recruit a leader. This is not good. Okay, what we'll do is we will move the science ship. That's not the right one. We'll move that there. While that's travelling, we'll wait a month, and then we should get new leaders next month. Okay, right, let's check Earth. You're nearly done on that. Okay, let's upgrade our fleet one more. So we want to go up to 17 here. Okay, how is our projection? So we're now getting 3.62 influence. Okay, we have now enough minerals, but we need to wait. Actually, what we'll do is let's just line this up. We'll just prioritize that. Unblocking that one is not important at the moment. Okay, we've got our science ship. Let's check the leaders now. See if they've changed. They have not. First contact protocols. Ooh. Okay, our recent encounter with alien life forms has reignited and made suddenly more urgent the old debate of how we should approach contacting any potentially intelligent alien civilizations we may meet. While some advocate focusing on establishing friendly relations as quickly as possible by contacting them with a message of peace, others advise caution, pointing that we cannot know whether alien minds bear ill intent towards us, and that it would be unwise to let them know too much about us before it is necessary. We're xenophiles, so we want to meet people, we want to, interact and, yeah, just grow and expand and see what's out there. So we're going to open arms. That seems fine. We don't have any factions. I don't think factions kick in until we get a first contact. But we can explore our policies. Diplomatic stance, we're expansionists. Outpost build cost minus 10%, colony development speed 15%, fine. Islandist, cooperative, belligerent. Yeah, we're expansionists, so we'll keep that. Unrestricted wars, liberation wars, or defensive wars. We must further our own interests even when they run contrary to the interests of others. Claiming other systems is only allowed during defensive wars or against Gestalt consciousness. Unlocks the ideology casus belli. Unrestricted wars. Okay, we don't need to change that now because there's nothing at the moment forcing us to make that decision. And at the moment we don't have war on our mind, we're just expanding. We've hit space, we don't even know if there are aliens out there yet. Balance, vassalage, indiscriminate, this is to do with, yep, that's fine, we'll leave that as it is. Probably selective. Again, it depends on the civilization. Resettlement prohibited, allowed. We don't need that. First contact is proactive, fine. Initial border status, open. Yeah, this is a tricky one because if you come up with against a friendly empire, and you only have one star in between their empire and your empire, they can still travel over your one star and then take the next star into their land. And I've had that happen a couple of times and it's really annoying. When you think, oh, I've pinned them in, great, you then find out they've actually jumped through your system and started grabbing land on the other side. So that I like personally to have closed borders, but for the moment we'll leave that as it is. Yeah, all of those are unnecessary at the moment. Okay, we're building ships. We're waiting for a new scientist, which should pop at the end of this month. Why are these not popping? Why are they not changing? I thought they changed every month or two. Okay, our science ship is still not there, so I'm going to wait another month. It's worth waiting to get a good leader. Okay, how are we doing? We've got good consumer goods. Alloys is still low. Minerals is obviously still low. Okay. Yeah, our science ship is still moving. And we have no minerals to expand. Right, our science ship has actually reached that now. So now we can check for a new leader. Okay, I'm genuinely confused. It's been what, 4 months? Yeah, I don't know why that's taking so long. How long is our research doing? Okay, we haven't done any anomalies. Okay, you've got a lot in that system to survey. Now this looks like a dead end. So you're going to be going there next. We're going to have to build a third science ship so they can take this route, and then we take this route. Well, another year for that one. Okay, let's keep reinforcing our fleet. Right, let's check our leaders now. Okay, well, I'm legitimately confused to why is this not changing? That's really odd. I'm sure I've seen this change every couple of months. Maybe it's a lot longer than that then. Okay, our researchers are, yeah, not going to help. Okay, I'm going to wait another month. This is frustrating. Okay, let's check now. Okay, wow, I genuinely don't know why this is not changing. Because for me, getting a research that finds anomalies or research speeds or even a what do you call it, excavation site, it's just worth its weight in gold. So skipping a few months to wait, although highly annoying, is worth it in my opinion. Okay, we still don't have any. It's quite linear. We don't have a lot of separation or, you know, levels spanning off. So that's interesting. Okay, how are you doing in your levels? You're very close, actually. You might be able to research this anomaly before you leave. You've got 9 other bodies to research or survey. Wow. It must be every 6 months then. Okay, alloys are 79. Build again. Earth is still going. And like I said, I'm going to leave my construction ship there. It's not a problem. In fact, you can actually build the research post now. Right, let's keep going. Bizarre. Okay. Okay, there we go. We've got a different... Oh, not great either. Oh, that's frustrating. We have been absolutely shafted. Okay, I can't wait any longer. This is really bad, but it is what it is. Okay, let's... It must be every 6 months then. Right, you're surveying now. Did I click on that? Yes, and then you're going to go down to that one. Okay, where are we? Earth is still going. We can do another reinforce the fleet. Right, let's crack on. Let's have a look at the Earth. So there's Jupiter. We've got a cool feature here where we can... Oh, this should be... that should be at the bottom.
Construction complete.
Okay, that's our construction ship, so we can have a look at Earth while we're waiting. I just love this, it's so good. There's Earth. And then these are ice asteroids, are they? Very cool. Okay, let's quickly check where we're at. Right, let's get into this. Right, Earth's nearly finished with the alloys. I think we can turn this off, this one, for the moment. That means if we can produce a colony ship when we need to now. But obviously there are no signs of a planet at the moment. So Earth has produced its first unemployment, but we are going to solve that in just over a month. And then we will almost certainly go straight into building a hollow theatres, I think. So we need to save our minerals for that. That's why I'm not expanding with my construction ship. Okay, we can do another reinforcement. And I think we will go for a third science ship imminently. We will go for a third one. So we'll go off to the right with this science ship, and then we'll build a new one, and that will go off to the left. And then we'll probably build a fourth one quickly, depending on what happens here. So we've got another discovery. So we want survey speed. Yes, please. Okay, now we will really speed up our stuff. She is very close to a level, so she is going to be leveled almost certainly. So I'm going to get her to research this anomaly, which is on Alpha Centauri. So this is an abandoned ship has been left to drift aimlessly above. Okay, there's the promotion. Okay, let's just pause. An abandoned ship has been abandoned, left to drift aimlessly above this planet. This massive sails protruding from its hull suggest it relied on solar panels to function. So our first, well, second sign of life, definitely in this system at least, there is definite signs of life. So we will research that one. Now that she's promoted. Right, what's in this system? Okay, with one more month and then we can build another science ship. And we'll have enough unity as well when that's built to get a leader. So a lot to research in this system. Okay, so Earth has we've got the two jobs here. Let's okay, so a clerk has gone up to the alloy foundry. That's fine. In fact, we want to see if we can build. How much is it for the hollow theatres? 400. Okay, so we're not massively off. How much do we need? We need 70. Is it worth buying them? Absolutely it is. So we'll get that built. Okay, so Hollow Theatres is done. That's great. And then when we can, we'll build a industrial district, and then that's pretty much Earth done for a good while. And that can take over in the background, and hopefully we'll find a planet. But no signs of planet yet. Science ship. Right, one
Anomaly
more.
found.
Okay, where is this? Carmelia Marino. That is anomaly level 1. She will research that immediately. So this is the Proxima Centauri B's peculiar orbit around its red dwarf star renders the planet tidally locked and potentially worth investigating. Okay, so that is over here. Oh no, it's the same system. Okay, so there are two anomalies in this system. Okay, let's get this queued up correctly. Survey this. Survey anomalies. Okay, so she's got 2 in that system, which is great. That will give us a nice bonus. Okay, ship is going. We have enough unity. No, not quite enough unity. So we got Carefree. This is perfect. We'll grab that one in the next month. Oh, it's 150 now. Okay, so we've got to wait 2 more months, right? Okay.
System reconnaissance completed.
Okay, you finished your survey. You're going on to anomalies. How are we doing on alloys? We've got enough for another reinforcement. Right, our science ship is done here. Wow, we are near the end of our episode already, guys. Oof, that's flown by. Okay, you move there while we wait. Actually, no, I was thinking of surveying these as we go through. But we know we've got this land, so we're going to prioritise expansion first. So yeah, that science ship will go up to there. I'm going to rename these ships and the leaders for them so they're a little bit clearer. We'll do that, so that's ready for the next episode. And she is done, and we're expanding our fleets. And we've got our first 2 anomalies. Where are they? That's the wrong one. So we've got stasis, so we're going to investigate why the red dwarf is tidally locked, and we're going to investigate this drifting ship. Might be worth going back for this, we'll see. We shall see. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, and because it's the first episode in a series I would be greatly appreciated. But more importantly, get in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to connect with the community. And I'll see you in the next episode. Take care. Goodbye.